Okay, y'all. Good morning. It is beyond Friday. It is what is today? Sunday. So I have watched this movie, this film, visual album. But first of all, yeah, I already said good morning. Yeah, good morning. I have watched this film 3 times because I had to, because it's just like Beyonce. You know she outdoes herself, but my gosh, like, are you kidding me? Outdoing Lemonade? Like, I'm not even talking about sonically, because that was already done. Like, we could already tell that with Bigger. Find Your Way Back, the African beats, the instrumentation. Can we talk about the visuals, the different cameras that they used? Just, let's start with the story. We know that this is a humanization of the Lion King. That's what it was talking about. But some white folk didn't even know that. And I don't understand why, because it's like, y'all watched Lion King since 1994, so I don't understand why y'all don't know. Like, Lion King is based in Africa. Lions are in Africa. Like, 1994, y'all can love the Lion King too, but when Beyonce gets into it, she's like, no, I want to wake my black people up. She was like, I want to wake my black people up, because they're not just animals over there. There are kings among these animals, okay? There were kings here before they were snatched and colonized, okay? Let's wake that up. So, the poetry that was in here, done again by Warren Shire, just amazing. Like, I'm gonna say this every time. Beyonce continues to inspire me. Like, my first visual album was inspired by Lemonade, because Beyonce is making poetry art, and she's making poetry cool again. She's not making it like, she's waking black people up, you know, to something that isn't new. You know, spoken word used to be just this HBCU, and I didn't even go to it. But it's like, I've seen so many HBCU things, I'm like, oh, this is what they do. But Beyonce, she has so much power to the point where she's like, no, y'all need to see this. You know, with Homecoming, with Lemonade. Now with Black is King, it's just like, black people, when are you gonna start tapping into poetry, tapping into your thoughts and writing them down and making your own? Like, just, I love that. But Black is King, let's start from the beginning. The way it opens up with Bigger. The way it opens up. I said, no, man. We got a new visual for Bigger. Just, I was so excited. Like, it was just, the way it told the story, it was just like, that's my favorite video. The whole thing is great. But Find Your Way Back, that is one of my favorite, of course, Move Forever, but we'll get to that in a second. Find Your Way Back, it's literally Michael Jackson reincarnated. And she said this when she dropped Beyonce, her very first visual album. Because Beyonce, because B-Day was a visual album. But Beyonce subtitle, she said she was inspired to make the visual album by Michael Jackson. So all you Michael Jackson comparers out there, she's already said she was inspired. So, and she has surpassed him. So I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet. She surpassed him, and he would be so proud because he has never made a visual album. Yes, he did the greatest hits, but we're talking about continuing the greatest album, and you know, or the visual albums, and you know why? They held back his masters. They held him back. And that was back in a time where they really held black folk back. And the reason why we're so proud of Beyonce is because she's owning who she is, breaking down barriers, and she's not a Michael or Whitney. She is Beyonce. Okay? She's breaking down where they were. And I feel like y'all don't see that. Like, she's not in those doors. She's not repeating the same cycle. Like, the door is open. And I feel like y'all, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm really proud of Beyonce. I'm really proud. Because this can open a lot of doors for black people like me and a lot of other underground creatives. So yeah, after that we get to, okay, Find Your Way Back. Don't Jealous Me is a fool. That, like when you get into it, like, it's just the way, like, I thought it was gonna go in order. It didn't, and then it did. Niall scared the mess out of me because I was like, oh no, Beyonce, like, she didn't like the casket thing. And then no, I had to watch it 3 times because I was like, wait a minute, she's playing Mufasa, but she's playing Mufasa to get to Other Side. Did y'all catch that? When you get to Other Side, you're thinking, okay, Other Side is about Tina's friend. Because remember when Beyonce's mom was saying, oh, I really love Other Side because it reminds me about how I lost my friend. No, Other Side is about her miscarriage. So Beyonce's basically saying in this entire story arc, in this entire film, when I die, I will see you on the other side no matter what. And it's just like, if I live or die, I will see you on the other side. Be the king. Don't be scared to step into your essence. Like, like, are you preaching? Like, are you? Just, she should have just told The Lion King. Like, she should have just retold The Lion King. Like, I'm talking about the Disney version. I'm talking about The Lion King, the live action version. She should have just did that. Because if they'd got that new message, I mean, Mufasa could have came out the sky and everything, but after that, bombs on him, okay? Because that message, oh yes, you'd have had 20-year-olds crying all over again. Okay, so skip Mufasa falling off that cliff. The message that your parents live or die, let them know that you are proud of them from the skies above, like, that's a message, okay? So after Niall, Move Forever. The Africans had to eat their words, okay? African natives had to eat their words. And I love how apologetic they were. They weren't like how white people are. They weren't like how white people are. They were like, oh, well, I apologize. Because they loved it. You forget, Beyonce is a national, worldwide star. So when they saw the movie, they were like, wow, she caught every culture. I'm still like, so the Ghanaian celestial green man, he was an angel too. Beyonce played an angel throughout this entire thing. the whole premise of the movie is that black people, we're angels. We're not demon, like white people like to paint us as demon, black as no. We're angels. Period. But it moved forever when you know, I'm the only black person that has not seen, or the first person who ever just saw Coming to America last night. I had to watch it for the first time last night. I bought it last night. And I was like, oh. Beyonce been paying homage to her black movies, okay? Black movies. And I was cracking up, okay? Do you hear me? Cracking up. Cracking up. Because it's just like, she knows her history. And when people be like, oh, she don't know nothing, she's just a little what? A little, almost 40-year-old, a little what? A little person who does a little what? Huh? Shut up and stay in your struggle, like she said. Stay in your struggle. Oh, but I love Move Forever when the white butlers, like she had the white people upset. She showed, and she basically did, she's going to do Black Panther. Oh, she's going to do Black Panther. She showed how rich black people can be, okay? Capitalist or not, like let's stop having that conversation when it only comes to Beyonce, because you never talk about Jay-Z, you never talk about black men when it comes to capitalism, or men period. Jeff Bezos is a trillionaire, but Beyonce, oh, she gets to have, you know, her billion or maybe 400 million or 600 million, but you like, oh, well, she's a capitalist, oh, so she this and she that, and profiting off the black community. Yeah, but at least she's doing it right. She's representing us right. Meanwhile, Amazon Prime people ain't got no house. Hello? Oh, but Beyonce's a capitalist. Sit down and stay in your struggle, Timon and Pumbaa. I can't. So, she basically, in Move Forever, paid homage to Timon and Pumbaa. Like, she was Timon, or no, she was Timon. I think she was Timon and Jay-Z was Pumbaa. It was everything. Like, the pool scene. Everything. Like, and the reason why I love her so much is because I feel like, only in my mind, we have the same brain. Because I was about to do a visual album, because I am an artist. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this visual album where I go to this art museum where I live, and it's this art museum in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I was like, I'm gonna film there, I'm gonna do these like visual things. And Beyonce just like, she bumped on through. Like she did that and then some. And I was like, okay, Beyonce, see, you didn't have to do all that. Like she showed us, with this whole album, she showed us performance art. She showed us that we are art. She showed us that we invented art. She showed us that we are more than what meets the eye. Step into your estimate, or step out of your estimate and rise. Like, whatever the calculator meets, like step out of that. You can see that number, but step out of it. Like, like let it add up. Show it to the person. Buy it. Now do something else with it, like, period. And it's just, that amazes me and that inspires me every single time. So yes, what other video happened? Obviously, Nile, Move Forever, already is a fool, because that's in her backyard. And did you see the non-moving water? That non-moving aluminum foil built water, I'm like, what is going on, Beyonce? Like, only her, like she made water, and it is now, I'm stealing from Zachary Campbell's video, but it is now on Amazon.com. I agree. It is now on Amazon.com because Beyonce invented it, period. Like, what? Because people kept on saying, like, what is this water? I was like, no, let me go watch it again. Y'all, the water was not moving. I'm like, what? Oh, and I'm also gonna say this. We talk about like so many like Greek gods. Like we even learned about Greek gods in school, Zeus and Thor and all this other stuff. But the minute we start talking about Oshun and Yoruba, which is a real tribe, which Beyonce highlighted because she learned her history and she probably went on Ancestry.com and found out she was from the Yoruba people. Y'all want to call her demonic for that? I think not. When y'all find out y'all from all types of Vikings season 6 people, I think not. I think not Assassin's Creed built people. Like, I think not, okay? Miss me with the mess. Miss me with that. Miss me with what? That. Like, I can't. Because it's like, anytime it's a myth. It's a myth. Like, Oshun and Queen Sheba, like, it's a character for Beyonce because she's like, oh my gosh, I am a queen. Like, I found out that Shango, who was like in the Thor times, was black. It's like, okay, I want to be Shango if I could. If I would celebrate Halloween, I want to be Shango. But like, hello, like we kings out here, okay? Black people, as soon as black people want to have black joy, y'all want to, you know, shoot it down. But no, not anymore. Not anymore. But yeah, let's skip to other side. Let's skip to oh no, water. Water was amazing. I know this video about to be long. Other side was amazing. I think I already talked about that. But yeah. Well no, other side is basically, it's about her it connects with Nile, because when she died, the reason why she played Mufasa is because when she died, other side, when she, you know, other side is about her miscarriages. So she was saying, you know, when I see you on the other side, like it doesn't, like, I don't know how to explain it, but she was just saying, like, in the song, like, I'll see you on the other side, like, you know, no matter what, like, at least I had you as a friend or something. I know the lyrics, but it was just such a beautiful song. And then when she was basically in heaven at the end, and then, but them kids though, she had like 6 kids or 7 kids. I'm like, did she have 7 miscarriages? I'm like, Jay-Z, like, let me find out. I gotta beat your behind, like what? But that was great. But water was amazing. Water, like, she would literally, it gave me Love Drought. Like, literally, it was like, okay, I feel like she was like, okay, Love Drought was, it was dusk, we couldn't really film. Let me redo Love Drought, because Love Drought was literally about water and no place. And so she was like, let me just do this all over again, like make it colorful. And the look, the hair, everything, like the hair. Like, that was really important, because it was just like, we're not allowed to express ourselves in America, let alone anywhere. So it's just like yes. Like, it was just amazing. Where else? After water, it was Jara Ali, or is that the name of the song? I know the name of the song. Hold on. This video gonna be long. I am completely not sorry. Because we're gonna talk about Brown Skin Girl and Kings of the Kingdom too. Yeah, Jara Ali, when she's in, I talked about Don't Jealous Me, right? Jara Ali, when she's in the hearse, I had to watch that 3 times. I was like, why is she in the hearse? No, because remember when we were watching Making the Gift, right? She asked the guy, or she asked Burna Boy, what was the meaning behind the song? And she was like, it was basically saying that, you know, appreciate your time here on earth or something like that. And like, but he was saying it in his language and in his like accent, and we couldn't really understand him. So I feel like they cut that part off, and then they just let us see the video or the visuals. Because when I saw it, I was like, wait, Beyonce, why are you like cutting it up in this hearse? Like, what are you doing? And then when I saw it and I started reading, you know, the lyrics and stuff, I was just like, whoa. And like, this is kind of like what Simba, you know, did when he went to that tired elephant graveyard when Simba had to go save his life, you know. But this time around, in Beyonce's story, Simba wasn't around and he was grown and still doing bad stuff. So this is after Nala and him done cut up at the graveyard. He out there partying, you know, without Timon and Pumbaa. It's just like you. Oh, so you ain't learned yet. Oh, so you still want to be. Oh, you still want to be, huh? Okay. So that I really like that. She's like, you know, you better learn before it's too late. And Scar was still like, I'm in your dreams. I'm in your dreams. Like, it was just, it was amazing. It was amazing. But okay, I'm not gonna make this too long. I promise. I know it's 20 minutes. But okay, we talked about water. We talked about other side, everything. Keys to the Kingdom. Just everything, the wedding. Because I don't even think there was a real wedding in the cartoon, or unless I'm just bugging. But there was no wedding in the cartoon. Like, it was just, can you feel the love tonight? Like, it was no real wedding. Like, no, Rafiki was never involved. Because, you know, he would have been at that wedding. He would have been at that wedding with his little, like he would have been there. And that was beautiful. That was real beautiful. And the way they showed how black men really get their hair done. Like, just, yes, like, just everything. I'm missing something. Brown skin girl. I literally had to hold tears back because it's like, I feel like I always joke with my family because like most of my family is like light skin, and like I don't consider myself as light skin. Like, I'm caramel, and so with me, like, I deeply care about melanated women, black men and black women, not because of times that have been going on right now, but even before then. And it's just like, because I've gone to school, you know, and, you know, seeing people get called the most vicious names and things like that. And I'm just like, really? Like what do you mean? Like, we're whole black, brown people. And, you know, it's ridiculous. And the horror stories that I would hear. And so when Beyonce made this song, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And then of course, you know, black on black, you know, name calling. It's just, I've experienced my own things, but it's just, it was just so nice to hear like a beautiful song, you know, going out to truly melanated people. It was just, it was amazing. The video, Blue Ivy is grown, y'all. She was in every video cutting it up, especially in Find Your Way Back. Oh my gosh, when the boy and he was cutting up like Michael Jackson and was looking at Blue, it was just, oh, it was amazing. That was great. I hope I'm not missing anything. Scar was everything. Did I talk about Scar? I hope I talked about Scar. But anyway, Scar was great because they gave a backstory that they never gave. And basically it was giving the backstory because it was giving us the Thanos backstory that I always hate. I'm like, why are we empathizing with the villain? But basically someone, Beyonce, wrote a backstory for the villain. And I live for it because it's like, really? Like, we didn't need it, but we needed it because we almost got it in Simba's Pride Part 2, and then we didn't. Like, cause he was really confused. But I love that they, you know, saying that there was no redemption in the jungle. It was like no one even cared about him in that entire jungle in Simba's Pride Part 2. Like, no one cared. Not even his own mother. So, okay, I think my card's about to go. So, yo, I don't know what happened. Like, my battery literally, like, oh, it's probably my memory card. My battery didn't die. But anyway, the movie was amazing. Scar really, like, it really touched me because I was like, oh my gosh, we're really getting a Thanos type backstory. And I really love that because, like, it was something that we needed because, like, we never got a backstory. And then, of course, Spirit and My Power were just everything. The pregnant women, it was just, it was amazing. So, but yeah, so I will see you guys next time on my next big review. Yeah, I'm really excited. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.